Hey guys, welcome back. This is Jax on the channel, the Jaxster. This is episode number 51. I'm kind of excited because I've got a lot of stuff done. That's why I'm acting this way, guys. But yeah, so this is episode 51 of the Direwolf 118.20 pack. And we got some exciting, cool looking stuff over here. Yeah. I've been busy making crate machines for the train, all the train components. And let's go over here and take a look and I'll show you what I've done. So I did have to change those two brass tunnel or funnels into the vacuumulator, and it works a lot better because I sped this thing up, and yeah, it's going a lot faster now. I don't know if you can tell by the way the speed of the crushing wheels are going, but yeah, definitely a lot faster. And then I've got a bunch of crafters around here. I guess I don't know which one we want to start with first, but we can look at this one. So we got all of our different casings in here, and I added this for some blocks for later on. I don't think that actually works in here though, but what do we got in here anyway? So we'll just make a andesite casing because they all work the same. Basically, we're going to come out here. The items that can't come out, which will go to the top, are all these items. And then the wood items will come out through here. And so let's show you how that works. Casing, and then we need to switch over to craftables. So if we say craft, let's just do 4 so we can see it because it actually moves pretty fast. And I closed it out. So we'll see here the log comes through, it gets stripped of its bark, and then the component gets placed on top, and it's done for that. So it's pretty fast. And then I've got the items that can go through over here because on the other side we're making tracks. So yeah, it works pretty good. And then let's see, this one is for the tracks. So if we make some tracks, let me just go over here and show you what I've done here. Basically, it's coming through another chest over here, and it's going to send the items out through here. And then we got the stamping and the pressing there. So if we go to tracks, hopefully this is making sense and I'm not going too crazy with this. But so as you can see, we got our slabs coming in, and then they're getting punched with iron nuggets and then stamped at the end to flatten the tracks out. And then they're just coming into here, and they're going so fast it's taking them out. So that's the next line that I made. And actually the first line is what you guys see me trying to make it. I finally got to automated. I think I showed that on the last episode though. Yeah, with this crafter we're making our precision mechanisms. So that works a lot faster now, so I can show you. Let's make, well, we only need to make one because it goes through the process a couple times. Oh, it's over here on this line. And now it's doing this circling around because I've got this filter on this tunnel over here. I don't know if we can get up there and see it, but what you can see right there, the filter is incomplete. If it's completed, then it goes into this one. But if it's incomplete, it just circles back around. So yeah, that works pretty good. And then over here, we're making the sturdy sheets. So if we go in here and look at those, let me get over here so we can make sure we can see it. And then the obsidian, I'll show you the powdered obsidian from Create. I'll show you where that's done here in a second. So here we go. The powdered obsidian, then it gets lava on it, and then it gets stamped twice. And then we get our sturdy sheets. So the powdered obsidian, I am doing that manually. So I can just take, let's see, some obsidian. And we need to switch back here. We'll just do 2 for now. It's in there, and then it should get crushed, dropped in there. It might take a little while because it's competing with the cobblestone generator, but eventually it will go. There we go. We got. Sometimes you get a chance, 75% chance of actually getting obsidian back, so that's really nice to get that powder that way. So basically, it allows us to make all these items that we need for the train, which I've got over here. I don't necessarily need this empty beacon, but I'm glad Cyclic has that now available. Let's see if we can go ahead and make that. I thought we had tinted glass. Let's go look here real quick. Like I said, we don't really need that at the moment, but I want to make sure the pattern's right on it. So I just wanted tinted glass. Let's make sure it's exact. Put it back in. And I thought we'd never get close to using all these patterns, but I've been placing quite a few here. So, all right. So let's see if we can make that now. Oh, I need to make it actually in here. I think it's empty beacon. And what this does, if it gets redstone, it sends a beam. So let's see if we can get a lever. I don't know if this will work for it, but let's grab a piece of redstone. I don't know if it has to have sky access like most beacons. Looks like it might. Yeah, I mean, it's connecting to it, so it probably does have to have sky access. Anyway, that's not kind of what we're doing. This episode, we're doing the train. I had an idea of how I want to do this. Like, when the train comes in, it would... did I lose my beacon? Might have lost my beacon. Anyway. Let's get over here. So, yeah, we get all that stuff made. I got a block up there I don't need, but let's see. Kind of bothers me now. And you can see I've run a lot of cables down through here to get to the crafters to be able to get those going and everything. And then I'm using inner chest here for the items to come in. So either I'm using importers or inner chest. And I guess I could have used inner chest in all these, but I decided to do it this way. Let's throw this gravel back over here. Get washed. And the reason I've done it, it's going so fast it was blowing past the brass funnel. So, and I've kind of come a little bit farther into our machine room, but that's okay for now. So I'm feeding, you can see up here with the pipes. I put these dirt chests. Hopefully, I thought dirt chests only held one item, but maybe that's a different version or something. If you guys know, let me know, because I wanted to only hold one item at a time, so that all the items wouldn't come into like the first placer or puncher, the deployer. And then I filtered, like I said, some of these things out over here. I done that somewhere, a way I can use it for more than one thing. Okay. All right. So I think for all the stuff we got here, it's pretty compact. and then a lot of the things can be auto-crafted. And I've already went and made a few things here, just basically to get a train started for a train. And I guess once you place them, the tracks, they're not this color anymore. We can ponder it real quick, and it shows you kind of what you do. But let's see if we can let's start here. Oh, okay. So I guess it was looking at the connection, so it could build it back. Actually, is why those were looking like they were enchanted. And so we can right-click here after you place one, and if it's green, that means it's good to go. If it's red like this or orange, then it won't work. So we come over here. I want to do a kind of a curve if we can. And if you push Control, it smooths out the curve. So I want to go as far as I can right there. And then we'll see if we can smooth out the curve there. And it placed all those tracks. We can actually go over this. I don't think it'll cause a problem. And it looks like it will. So let's just move that. It was kind of dark is why I put those there. I need to put in one of those feral flare lantern that keeps things away. So a mega torch, whichever one lights up everything. But I was afraid it would mess our mob farms up, so that's why I haven't done it yet. Anyway, so I wanted to get us a little bit of room here so we can test the train inside before we go outside and build our track. And let's see, we got plenty of headroom. Let me break a couple of these and do something a little different. Oh man, I didn't want to do that. So I want to just come up far enough and we can connect it. And then what was I going to do? Okay, I know what I was going to do here. See if we can place some blocks. And then we can place, see if we can go up more row of blocks. And then get our tracks. Oh, I can't do that. That won't work. So we might have to get rid of this one. Maybe we need to go back just a little bit. I actually haven't played with it that much other than just make sure it's working. So. Let's see if we can get 2 rows here. Okay, that should work. See if we can do it this way. Doesn't like that, even though it's the same way I went up here. Slope too steep. Yeah, we're gonna have to place that back. And let's get rid of that one. getting some practice with what doesn't work, I guess. All right, well, let's just, you can kind of see how the track, I just basically wanted to show you, because if you have, terrain and you don't want to flatten it out, which I don't want to do that. I want that to be part of the train. So let's get our tracks, reset, and a connector. That's the fastest way to do it. The next thing you need is this item called the train station. These, what I'm going to go over right now is just a bare minimum of stuff that you got to have. So you click where you want it. You can position it which direction you're wanting to go. Obviously, we want to go that way since we're going over. And you don't have to have a complete track to get this started, but so let's place that there, and then you place this train station wherever you want. So we're going to place it right here for now, and you see successfully bound to targeted track. So if we come in here, we can rename our track. I'm not going to tell you to subscribe or anything like that, you know. And then it says no bogies. So next thing we got to do is take this train casing and place it here, and that gives us a bogie. And if you right click on the wheels, so which one is it? That one there. It looks like you can change the different types. That one looks pretty cool. But we're just going to go with the basic one, that way I can show you some of the things you do to make the train work. All right, so the next thing you need to do, if you look in here, it tells you what to do. Okay, so next thing we're going to do, I'm going to place some blocks around it so we can make a basic train. I don't think we had to, yeah, we do have to have some blocks around it. And when we do this, we need to have the super glue in our offhand, or you could glue it later if you wanted, but this is, I think, an easier way to do it. Oh, I didn't put it in my offhand. So let's super glue these two. And then I'm just using the F key to put it in my offhand. And then we're going to build some casing. Now you can see the super glue actually being placed. Okay, so we got a basic shape where we can put our stuff on. And we need a few more things to complete the train bogie. So we can get up here. We need to have the controls, and I'm going to put them the direction that we're facing. And if you're going to use like a NPC to control it, you definitely want to have the face the direction you're going to go. You yourself can make the train go any way you want. You could actually put another control on this side so that you can go backwards and forwards if you had an NPC if you wanted to use. So then the next thing you need to have is a seat. So I'm going to show you right now is just all the minimum stuff. Okay, and so the next thing we want to do is make sure that we're super glued everywhere. And the easiest way to do it is just click here and you can highlight. That should have gotten everything, but you need to make sure you're super glued to the seat. So now I know pretty much that it is. All right, so the next thing we want to do is come down here and assemble the train. We can name the train. It's going to be Bob the Train. And then we just click on finish, and now you see that this tag is up, the little flag. That means we can get up here, and then you just gotta clear my inventory here just a little bit out of there. We can right click on the seat to sit down, and then we could click on the controls of Bob, and now I'm pushing forward. And as we get close to the end of the track, I think we get a notice. You see the direction on here. Okay, it says a carriage has reached the end of its track. Now I'm just pushing the S key to go backwards. And as we get close here, you can see the direction there in the middle of my hearts and my saturation food. We get close back to the train station where it starts. You can push the space, and it will lock us into stopping. We push shift, gets us back out of the seat. Now we're here. And so this is just the basics of getting everything. There's a, you could decorate this train to be any way you want, as long as you super glue everything together. So I have some ideas on that, how I want to make it look. We'll do that on the next episode probably. So let's see what else we got to do for today. I want to make sure we've kind of went over everything we want to do. So these are all the items. There's a display link. We'll go over that next episode along with the display board. Those two are tied together to put information out about the track. You can use these metal girders for your offhand, and when you're building the tracks, like if you're going up in the air or something, or over areas, that might have been what I should have used there. It will actually support your tracks underneath. It looks pretty cool. So we'll get some of those. And there's a trap door, train door, so we could put like a little roof on top of this and everything too. And let's see what else we got. We got the train controls we already talked about, train observer, train signal, and the train station. Of course, we've already used that. The train schedule is also tied in with the display board. And the rest of these are just parts that we use to make it. So, and then I got some things I want to build to make in the future. So I'm going to remove these items that we're just making. So to go back over, the minimum you're going to need is you're going to need a bunch of tracks, however many tracks you're going to need to make it. You're going to need a white or seat. You can be whatever color seat you want actually, and it's pretty cheap. It's just wool and a wooden slab, so whichever one you want. And then the display board, you don't have to have that for the track or for the train. Let's see, you have to have the controls and the train station. Really, that's it. And then you want some blocks actually, so you do need a few more things. I'm just using these casings because that fits with the crate setup and everything. Break this down. Oh, and to break this down, guys, you need to come down here. If you want to disassemble the train, click on disassemble, and that's all we got to do there. And then we can come up here with our crate wrench and then break it apart. Except for the seat. The seat's a little funky. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. This has been fun for me. It's been fun seeing this and getting to play with it just a little bit. We'll definitely be getting into this because I want to try. The train can actually move through unloaded chunks. It becomes invisible until you go into the chunk. It can go through the nether. And, if you have set up where together like lava, or if you want it to go mining through the nether and stuff, you can do that too. So it's a lot of cool stuff. But anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by and watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.